looking through Gödel's incompleteness theorems, it struck me that there is something going on here, which my commutative batch notation explicitly notes that the Dedekind-Peano axioms do not. And this might be central to the problem of incompleteness. Now, the gist of what Gödel did is he generated a liar's paradox, which means he's taken this one assertion and spun it in two different ways, right? He's changed the reference frame with which it is operating. In my notation, the reference frame is always explicit. So this isn't a possibility. You can't do this. At least you can't do it unknowingly. You can't do it unwittingly. Right. So what I'm calling these shifts in reference frame, which can induce things like non-commutativity, non-associativity, not necessarily even at the same time, or things like liar's paradoxes, which is Gödel is exploiting here. Situations like this, or the problem with Bertrand's paradox, where either your reference frame just isn't established correctly for the problem in the first place, or there is a shift in the reference frame which ends up just overall being inappropriate to the question. What I'm calling these is non-conformities. Okay, so I'm thinking there's a very distinct possibility that the type of incompleteness that is inescapable, which is probably and perhaps the only inescapable type of incompleteness, is undecidability. But it might always be identifiable via specific types of nonconformities, perhaps. So it may be the case that under my approach to mathematics, incompleteness is identifiable beforehand. You can see it coming. Instead of it just being a surprise. If this is even just partially accurate, I feel like this is pretty significant. This is very, very early stages of this, so the entire premise may just be completely wrong, but this is the current direction that I'm looking to develop my ideas. Like, identifying the variety of nonconformities. Like, what specific nonconformities induce non-commutativity? What specific non-conformities induce non-associativity? What other kinds of non-conformities are there? How identifiable are they? So this is kind of like what group theory was trying to do with various other aspects of mathematics. But I think this is something that has been missed all along. Even though it's sort of something that we're all aware is there, I don't think it's been studied. I don't think it's been explored rigorously or vigorously. And I think this is the direction to go from here. And it may turn out to be fruitless. But my suspicion is that it will produce some sort of interesting result, one way or another.